There's a shed in Pickup County, land of cows and cork oak trees, where an old Dutchman settled down. In a workshop he feels at ease, a place where junk turns into beauty, and old stuff is part of the inventory, where there's time for smoke and coffee, while a slow pace completes the story. There's no harm in making sawdust, resulting in some craftsman's pride. Success and fails shared for all to see, while entertainment and learning collide. Not just sawdust, not just sawdust, not just sawdust. Not just sawdust, not just sawdust, not just sawdust.
So, the last plate is on, and now I thought I could finish this, but I don't. So welcome back to the Não Só Serradura workshop. Before I put the last layer on this, which is going to be HTF like laminate stuff, some stuff I also used for all the paneling in our house. But before I do that, I want to paint this beam black. I want to paint this wall and hang up the shelves here, all because I don't want to, mess up this workbench right away by spotting paint on it from that and the beam. And I think it's easier to make the shelf up there for some wood storage and all that kind of stuff before I put the last layer on this. Next to that, I've got a massive vise, and that's going to be mounted here, but it needs 4 pretty strong bolts. I think it's about, I don't know, 25 kilos or something like that. It's really heavy. But it's a quickvise. I bought it at an auction here in Portugal. So I want to mount that here. So I think it's better to get some carriage bolts through here, get them underneath the surface of this board, mount it there, and then later on put the whole sheets over it. So yeah, let's get some things done. Painting a bit. Making shelves, but the first thing I need to do is get these big plates, the last 4 of them, away there. So I'm going to put them on in front of the cabinet I made a few videos ago, and then I can paint this wall in some kind of color that I've got. I think there's some greenish, bluish stuff that was here from the former owner of the house, who did the outside terrace with it, so I think I can use that. So yeah, let's see.
Support us by becoming a member on Patreon. You'll help us making these videos and get personal updates on the Not Just Sawdust adventures.
There's magic in a hammer, joy in a plane, a chisel and some patience, some skills, it's not a game. No buzzing saw can be the sound of hand tools working wood they found. Hands in the wood, heart in the grain, giving old things a new name. Reclaim boards and weathered nails, telling stories, singing tales. Build it slow, build it right, always still shine bright. That cabinet had a broken past, now it's a workbench that will last. Each knot and scar, a tale to tell of where it stood and how it fell. Hands in the wood, heart in the grain, giving old things a new name. Rusty finds and timber worn, rising up like they were born. Crafted bold, crafted true, that's the work we're born to do. No need for shiny, no need for new. The soul of the past still carries through. With every stroke, with every file, we shape the world in honest style. Fires in the wood, heart in the grain, giving old things a new name. Reclaim boards and weather nails, telling stories, singing tales. Build it slow, build it right, old ways still shine bright. Yeah, build it slow, build it right, old ways still shine bright.
So, my wall is blue. Made the shelves, made a little storage space there from leftovers from the OSB. The paint I found here in the workshop, well, in the shed, turned out to be quite good. So it's a good color. It gives a bit of, you know, brightness in here. These cabinets are not going to stay brown, so they're going to get a color and going to be different. But back to the workbench. Now I painted the wall, so I said I could put the last layer on after the wall was painted. But I've got this big vise, and I want this vise to be in line with the workbench. Now this one has this upstanding lip, so that's about 1.5 centimeters thick. So I want this to be inside the workbench here. So I've got to cut out a piece, and then clean it and see if I can mount it. So I'm going to put it at 25 centimeters from the edge, and then I'm going to try to cut this out. I went to the local DIY store, got myself M12 bolts. They're 120 long, some washers and some spring washers, and then hopefully, so I want to drill the first layer out like the size of a washer, and then when everything's mounted I can put the top layer on. Now I already know now that that's going to be a next video, so but let's see if we can get this vise mounted. So here and here, and thickness is something like this. It's not really important that this is accurate, because the accuracy will come with the holes for the bolts. But I have no idea yet how I am going to cut this out. So let's experiment. so wet. Yeah. Why are you outside? Huh? Why don't you go inside? Hey. Well, that's it. The vise is in the bench. It worked out fine. I had to cut like a little hole in the back of this cabinet because I've got like 37 centimeters of space and the vise was 42. But that was easy, just plywood back, so, and it doesn't affect the drawer can still close, so perfectly fine. It is flush with the bench, so when the new side is coming on the bench, then you won't see the vise anymore, because this is going to be on top and there's going to be some wood on that side, and then I'll probably replace this piece of wood here. I'm going to make it a bit wider, so, well, at least it worked how I thought it would work, so just have to clean it up a bit more, give it a bit of oil, but it works well, even with the... So, that's it for this week. I'm going to give both of my dogs a bit of food, because they rely on me, you know. They don't go and ask Miriam, my wife, no, they're always coming to me and say, look, it's about time for our dinner, so you have to make it. So, well, that's what I have to do. Yeah, next week, or next video, maybe I'll upload it sooner, we're going to do, you know, the surface of this workbench and a few other things. But for now, like I always say, do some woodworking. It's a nice way to spend your time. Oh, wait a minute. Like and subscribe. I never say that. If you like these videos, subscribe, give a like. Even better, maybe go to Patreon and, you know, spend €2 a month or €3 a month and help me a bit with all the stuff that I don't recycle, you know, like buying these bolts. It's ridiculous. It's like 4 bolts and 12 and 4 nuts and a few rings, and you're €15 further. So it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. So do some recycling. It's an even better way to spend your time. And see you all in the next video. Out the logo. Oh. And maybe I'll keep this as a reminder of how this thing is made. Put it on the wall somewhere.
Not just sawdust, not just sawdust, not just sawdust.